Oh, Coffee Time friends, how y'all doing? It's Wednesday night, folks. How is it going? I'm telling you, it's been a short week and a short month. It's already the 15th. We're midway January. Doesn't seem right to me. Seems like we should just barely be a week in or something. Don't seem like 25 should already be 15 days old. But, folks, we're going to be looking at February, March. It's going to go quickly. Spring is definitely on the way. Everybody's in the mood for spring, and me included. I'm fine with spring. Don't look forward to the heat of summer. Boy, this is the tightest onion I ever seen. I've never had to peel or take a knife and cut that outer layer off, but tonight's the night. It's on there. I get serious with it. Alright, I'm going to make me a little garbage pad here because I need all that onion goodie off from there. Because I'm getting my chopped meat. Let's look over here in this bowl. I've got my hamburger just simmering in a little bit of coffee as usual. Any kind of beef, I'm probably going to have coffee going. I'm not going to put a terrible lot of onions in this tonight. We're making a beef and rice casserole. You can call it whatever you want to, but basically that's what we're doing. Beef and rice. Pretty simple tonight because we want the flavors to be true flavors. I don't want it masked by a lot of different flavors. I just want some good beef, some good rice. And that's what we're headed for. Do y'all ever just want something simple? Well, I do. This is a bull and bag rice, but it's good rice. I've got some other rice in there, but I'm just going to put this one single serving in here. We ain't trying to make enough for an army. We ain't trying to make enough to have it for a week. I'd love to have just enough for tonight. Would be great. But where Mom and I don't eat as much as we once did, sometimes it's hard to cook that little of an amount and not have a bunch of leftovers because I don't know about y'all, but when we have a bunch of leftovers, we might touch it the next day for lunch, might make it one other time, but then I don't want to waste. So it's a catch-22. You make a little, or you make a lot, you make just enough. It's harder than you might think. Putting this dry rice right in here. Now that'll absorb a lot of that goodness. And I'm just going to let it kind of marinate in there with the rest of that. So that's the beef and the rice in there. Now I've got some water right here that we're going to use in just a second. First of all, though, I want to get this onion in there because I want it to get softened as well. I want it to soften down a little bit. I'm going to use that part. So in goes little yellow onion. Let's just put that in there, stir it around. Y'all know we don't do a tremendous amount of onion, especially late at night. It seems like these days, late is anything after 4:30. It's dark here. Do y'all get dark early? We sure do. But that's going to just do real well there. That meat's going to brown up. Now, y'all sent me this here. No salt seasoning blend. And it's Tony Sriracha. And we like it. So it's going in. Woo, Mama, you get your Tony Sriracha facial.
I reckon.
Alright. Gonna give that a stir when all that blended well.
You done got rice in there?
Yes, ma'am. Now just open this can. Let me see if I can get my lid off. My camera person's not following me tonight. I'm going to put most of this can of diced tomatoes.
Hand me that spoon and I'll stir some through.
You're the best one, Mama.
No, it's
Same with this here. This is that Bush's taco bean, black bean. Now, I'm kind of used this, but to me it don't have a taco flavor. But the black beans and all that are in there, and it is good. And I'm going to use, I know I don't like to use partial cans, but in the world of trying to reduce so much leftover, I can do more with the partial can in there, than I can just by having the same meal to deal with. Now, I'm going to put a little of this pepper, fresh cracked. Now, like I said, I'm not putting a lot in this tonight because I'm wanting the flavor of the beans. I could have used red beans in here and had red beans rice in it, but I wanted a little different.
I thought you had something over there. It's
No.
the floor shining through.
My chores are kind of done, Mom.
You're kind of done. We're here.
Oh,
You're kind of done. So
what about
this onion needs stirred down. It's not.
what about cheese, Mama?
What do you want?
That's what I'm asking you. What kind of cheese
There's
would you like?
cheddar and four blends and Mexican blend. It's just
Where's
more,
that Italian seasoning?
I don't believe you got it out.
Well, I eat it because I had
Right
it.
here it is. You just-
Oh, I started saying I got it out. This is a little Italian seasoning going in. Not a lot. We're not making spaghetti. We're just wanting a little flavor in that. I can tell by the way it sounds. When you cook long enough, you can cook by eye, by smell, and by sound. What's happening is that rice is absorbing all of our liquid. But now I don't want to be here all night cooking down, so I'm not adding a ton of water. I'm adding it as I need it. That's the point of standing right here over it. We can do a lot with it right here. Mama, this rice, that was just one little packet. You reckon I'd get another one?
That should be enough time it swells.
You think? I'm hoping. I usually do 2 packets of rice, but I would use a whole can of tomatoes, a whole can of black beans,
That's what I'm saying.
and all that mess. So what I'm going to do now is just let this sit. Just let it do its thing, and I'm going to listen. And as it does a little extra noises, I'll know it needs a little extra water. Ooh, I started to say, I hope I left enough coffee and didn't use it all in there on that meat. What are y'all cooking? That's the question of the evening. Homemade beef stew and hot rolls for me tonight. Kimmy, that sounds wonderful. Hey, John and Mom from North Carolina.
Hot rolls sounds wonderful.
BLT pizza is what we had tonight. Ooh, I'd love to have a BLT pizza. Ooh, that sounds so good. Looks yummy, John. I think it will be yummy. I really do. I'm expecting it to be yummy. The only thing I'm worried about, do I have enough rice in there? Mama says yeah. It'll
If
swell
you
up.
use 2 packs for whole cans of stuff. one
Well,
pack
I
should
would.
be
I
hot.
just want enough rice in there.
It's got quite a bit. It's a swelling. I can see it more.
I think that she just don't want us to have it.
Oh. Okay.
She's like, you got one thing of rice and you just can't have no more. That's it. That's all you
Save
get.
it for the next time.
Right there's all you're getting is what she's saying. All right. We just gotta let that rice do its thing. Gotta let that rice do its thing. Yeah, it's going to take it a minute longer than maybe you think. You want to put the lid on it over there, Mama? It's right there. It smells delicious. I'm hoping by putting the lid on it and giving it a second to cook, it'll steam up a little bit and it'll do its thing. What are y'all eating? Some of y'all eating pizza, drinking coffee with you, Pamela. It's the
Have you
time.
done put this in there?
No, ma'am. It's the time. Mama's trying to put everything I got away. She'd love to take everything over here and just get it off here, even the stuff I ain't even used.
You should have used it by now.
It's right. Your time's up. Your time's up.
You should have used it before now.
You tell me, Mama. Tell me good.
I am.
All right, folks. I still have a little bit of bread left. That's what I'm planning on eating with this tonight. So one reason I want to go heavy rice. Are you wanting to? You want me to brown that bread or just eat it crusty?
You can eat it crusty. I don't think I can eat it crusty.
You want it toasted?
No.
We can toast some of that toaster right there behind you.
No, I don't think I want it toasted.
Mama said she wants it toasted. How about if I toast 2 pieces in the toaster?
I don't want no bread tonight.
You don't want no bread? Well,
No.
show
I've
off.
eaten a piece of bread today.
Oh, you ate your bread today.
Mm-hmm.
I had toast this morning. Not this toast. I had just plain old toast.
I ate a piece of bread for lunch.
For supper tonight, John, I'm having stuffed mushrooms. Oh my gosh. Cheddar biscuits. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Stuffed. Brenda, you had me at stuffed mushrooms. I love stuffed mushrooms. Pork tenderloin.
I could eat with that.
We just had pork. Michelle, we just had pork ribs. My daughter made lasagna. Now, see, Donna, that's kind of what I got my mind on. I like to have some good lasagna. Does Mama have a meeting tonight? No, for the first night she don't, Preston. Well, she about wore me out with meetings.
Two nights.
2 nights, 2 meetings. Whew, it's just Wednesday. We don't have one. Everyone is making me hungry for what they're fixing for. Deanna, ain't it the truth? It happens to me every time I get on here and they start talking about all the goodness they're having. But I appreciate it because
Gives
it
you ideas.
gives me ideas. In fact, one of y'all had some rice and beef the other night, and I thought, we ain't had that in a while. I'm ready for it. It's 11:40 over here, and I'm having a hot cup of tea with you, John. Linda,
Where's that
11:40, England,
England, wow.
or Europe, somewhere in Europe, I guess. I just know that because the flag and the time.
Flag and the time give
Yeah.
it away.
Oh, that purple looks pretty on Mama. Well, it does. I was just
thank
thinking
you.
the same thing. You know what? When you first sat down there, if you look, I thought it was a purple shirt with a black vest. That's her monitor.
That's my life vest. My
Leftover
defibrillator.
chili and rice with a slice of cornbread. Now, Vicky, this really would be good with cornbread. Denise, hey, yummy. Oh, no.
What's on?
Catherine said her sister passed away yesterday. She
Oh,
was
bless her
58.
heart.
I can't see the rest of it, but Catherine, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Prayers for Miss Catherine, please. I hear somebody's here. What? Somebody's at the door. Be careful opening that door, Mama. Don't you unlock that screen. You can hear our gate, and I know somebody here. Hello from Texas, Utah. Oh, teriyaki noodles. That's nobody. That's a delivery. Because they're already driving off. Sounds perfect. Grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. Now let's talk about this delivery we just got. It's 6:42. It's been dark for 2 hours here.
You'll have to get the boxes.
As they put them on the porch.
They're in the chair up on the porch.
These delivery people are working early and late and dark and cold. Say a little prayer for them. I mean, every time I get deliveries now on Sundays, I get them. The other night, Mama had been out there at 8, and I just happened to open the door before I went to bed at 9 something, and somebody there was a delivery had been brought, so it had come late. These folks are working. I just say a word for them because
Oh, they need prayer.
they need it. And you know, every one of our delivery people are so nice.
Yeah, they really are.
And they help Mama, and they'll say, let me carry that in there for you, or let me push that over there for you. Judy, grilled cheese, that sounds good too.
Oh, now I love grilled cheese.
I hope that rice is cooking. Let's give it a little while longer. Leftover gumbo. Now, Rhonda, I like to have some gumbo the first day. It's purple's Mama's favorite color. She looks lovely. Gina, Mama's favorite color in most things is red. But now she does pull off a mean purple.
Oh, well,
And she likes lavender sheets. She's got that color sheet.
Yeah.
And lavender sheet set. And y'all know my theory on sheets. So she's taking the same theory. So she'll put this color for the bottom sheet, a lavender top sheet, and 2 pillowcases of each color. Makes a pretty bed, don't it?
Uh-huh.
And so, in case you don't know my theory, I always buy 2 different sheets, and I mix match them. I don't never put a set of sheets on my bed. That's a little boring to me. I will put a brown and a khaki, and right now I've got brown and burnt orange. And I know it ain't fall, but I love orange.
And the throw, that blanket.
Nola sent me an orange throw that matches perfect.
Oh, beautiful. And it's so pretty.
And I love it. It makes me happy. Here's the thing about this burnt orange. It's out of season. I know that. But when I go to bed and I pull that bed back and all that orange, it puts a little smile on my face right before I go to bed. And my orange throw, Nola, you did such a good job. Love
Couldn't
that
have
throw.
matched it if you took it.
It's perfect. And it's
Couldn't have done
corded
no
like a
better.
sweater. It's just been a wonderful thing. Hot dogs. Now, I'm going to tell you, Lynn, hot dogs has escaped us for a week now. This chuck should have probably been made into hot dogs. Woo! Almost lit up the whole place. This chuck should have probably been made into hot dogs because we have talked about hot dogs and talked about hot dogs, but we ain't produced no hot
Now,
dogs.
you see what I was talking about?
She's trying to say she's right. Mama, what am I looking for?
All that rice.
Well, it is a good consistency.
Yeah.
Looky here, y'all can't see nothing for that steam. All right. You're right, Mama. I didn't need no 2 packs.
That's right.
You want me to say it again? You're right.
You're right.
Now, I'm going to put not near as much as the recipe calls for. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, heaping, and it ain't a true tablespoon, it's just this spoon right here, it's a Tupperware spoon, of sour cream in there. Y'all love it when I pick on that, I know. Okay, I put a little more because I could see that wouldn't do it. Now, I was going to use that same spoon.
But I believe you better get another one.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought there's something purple in there. It's that white on that black bean. It looks purplish.
Now, that ain't going to turn it creamy like, you know. This is just a honey Dijon. It's real country Dijon. I love mustards, and I got all kinds of varieties and flavors. I'm going to put 2 of these spoons.
You're
In
gonna
there.
have it mustardy.
Oh, mama. I'm going to have it delicious, and you know it. I'm going to lick this one off. That other one, a little bit much for me. True statement, I could eat that mustard in a bowl. Love it. Now, why did I do those last 2 steps?
That is mustardy.
To give it a creaminess. That mustard gives it a little zing and a little flavor. If you have cottage cheese, you can add cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, something like that to it. The original recipe had a recipe had a cup of cottage cheese, a cup of sour cream. I have not made it that way in a long times.
Okay, we're out of cottage cheese.
Okay, all we gotta do now is just eat it. We can turn it. I'm gonna unplug it, and it's done. It's done. We're out of cottage cheese. I done told you my story on the cottage cheese. I can't keep cottage cheese. I buy it, and within a day or so, it's swelling up. It's swelling up, so I can't really use it. Oh, that's exactly what I was going to do. And those are the exact ones I was going to gather up.
Which ones?
Them right there.
Oh, you want a spoon or a fork? Spoon.
I guess a spoon, fork, whatever, Mom. But that is the supper tonight right there. Rice and beef, few black beans. If I put all that in there, it would have been way too much. We'll still have a little bit left.
Well, I hope we have some left. If we don't, we're pigs tonight.
We what?
I said, I hope there's some left. If we don't, we're going to be pigs tonight.
We always have some left. But if I've done all of that,
Oh, it had a whole lot left.
yeah.
And you wanted to put an extra pack of
Mama,
rice?
quit throwing that up to me. It just didn't look like hardly enough.
I told you when it swelled up, it would be big.
I have a complex. I have a real problem with not having enough food. Not just for me and Mama, but I'd be afraid that maybe somebody might come along. We won't have enough food. Or
I'd give them mine.
I would too, Mama, but at the same time, I think just fix enough for everybody. Let's scoot that back. I could use the
you
room.
bumped them.
Well, Mama, you normally knock them about half off the rock.
I've been good lately. I've not hit them or nothing.
Yeah, you've been better. You've been better, Mom.
I have. Now I took the hiccups.
Take them back.
I don't want them. I don't want them here.
Woo!
That didn't scare me.
You're used to that kind of foolishness. I'd have to do something interesting.
My neck's getting tired.
Your what?
My neck and my back pulling on me.
Well, don't get tired. Don't get tired, Mama.
Get that weight off from me.
Stay
He's not
on.
coming back. He's just left us here.
Sing for him, Mama.
I'm not going to sing.
You ain't gonna sing? Well,
Can't carry a tune.
you want me to get you a bucket?
No, I can't carry a tune or wash tub, let alone a bucket.
Now, Mama, I've heard you sing. They've heard you sing.
They've heard me not carrying a tune. I wished I could sing.
You can.
Mm-mm.
We've all heard you. We've all heard you.
Can't sing. Are you coming back
No.
or not?
This is the way you do me all the time.
He's just being mean tonight, leaving me here all alone.
Well, I'm telling you, this bread, this peasant bread,
Yeah.
is little tiny bread. And you gotta get something to dig it out of the toaster.
Well, unplug that toaster. getting dangerous over here.
But the bread's getting hot. It didn't toast much. We had trouble toasting it in the easy bake.
I know it.
Let's go ahead and bless it, Mama. I know you waiting.
Oh,
Sorry
I'll
for
have
that
to
delay.
scoot over some more.
Come right on over, Mama. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for providing it. We thank you for allowing us to sit here and enjoy it together, dear Lord. And we thank you for our friends that are gathered. Dear Lord, we've seen one person that's lost a family member, and we just pray for that loss. And I know there's many others that are suffering loss. And dear Lord, just be with each and every prayer request. We pray. Watch over us, lead and guide and direct us, and be with our country, be with our world, and put a hedge of protection around us all. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, Mama, how you want yours? I'm going to put this piece of bread here, and then I'm going to put mine. Oh,
No.
she said I ain't. I want it just like this. Now, hush. I've not tasted of it. You know, I always tell them. And you decided no cheese?
Oh, I forgot about the cheese.
You're going to sprinkle it on the top.
Yeah.
This recipe calls for cheese in it. But y'all know,
I was going to get that Fiesta blend, but this one's open, so we'll just use 4 Mexican style.
y'all know Mama is the cheese person. And Mama, I've got sour cream over here if you want more of it. I didn't put it up.
Well, I said.
But I'm going to taste it just like it is because this is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to taste the flavors of the food.
There's some cheeses.
You sprinkle some. I ain't really wanting any.
I'll have a taste of it first, too.
Well, thank you, Pam.
Ooh.
What's that black box in front of Mama? That's her defibrillator. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
What about the mustard?
I ain't tasted a little, but it ain't strong like I thought it would be.
I don't taste it at all. I think it's
You're
your
a
brain.
mustard
Your brain's telling you to taste
You're a
it.
mustard connoisseur. You eat.
I taste
It's
that zing in it, but I
Yeah.
don't taste pure old mustard like eating it out of that bottle.
no. If I can eat. Crusty bread or not.
Crusty bread's good with it. Hated. I haven't lost any of the bread yet, but you got to open that bag up and let it get a little, and it's still, soft, but it hadn't molded yet, which is not bad to have been made since Saturday.
Them's the biggest chunks of diced tomatoes
Good.
we've had.
Now I did put black pepper in it, and I did put this no salt Tony Sriracha in it, but I didn't put any salt or anything like that. Now on yours, the recipe calls for salt, but I didn't add any. Cheese has got salt. The tomatoes probably have a little salt in them. The mustard probably everything probably got a little salt in it. But this is what I wanted right here. I wanted to taste that ground chuck, tenderize that coffee, and that. You was right about she was right. Look at that. It's stocked full of rice. It's good, Mama.
Yeah, it is.
Even you approve, don't you? All right, folks. That's our meal tonight. Let me get my napkin. You anything you want to add tonight, Mama?
No.
You done anything today?
Piddling around.
Oh, that's a dangerous word. What's that mean? What'd you do?
I did one load of laundry and worked in the laundry room, so.
Worked. There's the story. I'll have to go there and check it out. I bet you stuff's been moved, lifted, and lugged.
Put up a little more Christmas stuff. That's it.
Well, you did good. You did good. Folks, try this. Mix it up. Change it up. Do your thing. You can put peppers in this. We just don't care for the peppers.
I couldn't eat it if it had peppers in it.
You can put jalapenos in it. You can make it. This is not Tex-Mex, even though I use those beans. To me, to be honest with you, the beans are pretty much like just black beans.
Well, they've got a little taco
A little, but not much.
They're not overpowering.
But this is good. You can make it tomatoey by adding tomato sauce. And you can add cheese in it. And you can put more sour cream and more, and even add cottage cheese to it. But
Messy Marvin.
I think you'll like this. Give it a whirl. That's all we got tonight. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And who knows, we might cook again.
You might cook. I've retired from cooking.
Drop a note in the line. What should we cook tomorrow night? I'm going to go back and steal some of your old suppers. That BLT pizza's really weighing on my mind. I just come in. What did you make today? Bonnie, you'll have to go back and look at the beginning, but it's basically rice and beef casserole, but we just done a one-pot wonder out of it. Just tomatoes, beans, beef, rice, and a little bit of Tony's, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of sour cream, stir it up, and it's delicious. It's worth the try, and it was quick and easy. Y'all were here from the very beginning on this one. Are grammar lessons necessary? Ooh, something's going on.
I don't do grammar on me because I speak country.
It's pronounced Tony's. Sacha Risa. I can't even do your lesson. Let's get this right for Beth. Beth, let's try again. Tony's Sacha Risaracha. I think I did better without your lesson, Beth. I appreciate it, though, but I call it Tony's. Okay, let's just call it Tony's. I've heard it called Tony's Srirachas. Is that close? Does anybody else call it that? I hear a lot of people just call it Tony's. Beth, we'll work on it. We'll put that on our to-do list.
I won't because I never get it out right.
Teresa, no. We ain't got no snow. It's gone. It got up to 40-something. It's just now 29. It's been up above freezing. Made pork chops with roasted ranch potato. Oh, Karen. Karen had
Roasted ranch potatoes. That's good, ain't it?
Mama loves them. Mama loves. I've got cauliflower, Mama. Mama loves roasted cauliflower too with ranch. Thank you, Karen. That may be a tomorrow night thing. I'm going tomorrow to our main meal. Mary Drummond, I don't know what you're talking about there, but does anybody do those meal delivery services? I'm making tacos tomorrow. Barbecue chicken. Goulash. I made pork and sauerkraut. Now, Lauren, my aunt says she makes that. I've never made it. I don't think Mama's ever made it either.
what?
Pork and sauerkraut. That's something I need to look
Like
into.
pork ribs?
I guess that's what they're talking about. I'll do that next time with some ribs. I'll look up a recipe. I love those one pot wonders. Robin, I love the one pot wonder and the one pot cleanup. I was so stressed out last night or Sunday, whenever it was, that we had green beans and corn and ribs, and I had crock pots and I felt like we'd had a big family reunion. Time I got through doing all that. It wasn't that much, but it was pretty much, you know. Thank you all. Good night and blessings. Deanna, thank you, and good night to you. I'm making that no pig chicken tonight. It has rice.
No.
It sounds good and easy. Kim, I've heard of the no pig chicken. I don't remember where I've seen it, but I have heard of it. I'll look that up if I can remember. It does have rice in it, don't it? Mama, you are doing awesome. Just be careful. Take your time. It's golden. Cindy, yes. Looks delicious. Thank you, Anita. I make beef with rice aroni, and it's good. That's pretty much what this is, I think, ain't it? Becky? I think it's
Rice aroni would be macaroni. What? No, rice.
What's rice? Aroni.
Rice aroni. Oh,
Is it
that's
rice?
Mexican like style.
Is it rice and macaroni?
I'm just thinking about macaroni instead of roni.
Is it still snowing? You know, Gil, we ain't had no snow all Sunday. Quit. Mary, she didn't, but sometimes Mary, she don't know what she wants. See there, look there. See, she eat a little bit of it. I knew it'd be better with it, so I kind of forced it on her.
Are you talking about me?
No, Mama, we were talking about some other lady in purple.
Yeah.
Mama needs a big red hat to wear with this purple. Mary said you didn't want bread. I gave you bread.
Eat bread anyway. It's good. I wasn't going to eat it because I eat a slice per.
It won't hurt.
It's just little skinny bread.
Call it what you can, Mary Drummond said. That's right. Just Tony. I guarantee you, if it just said Tony's, 99% of you knew what I was talking about. I mean, I think that's pretty well a famous seasoning, ain't it? Y'all's brand needs to come up with a y'all's sriracha.
And you're not saying it.
Oh, Mama, I speak country also. We will get along well. Brandy, here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all. I don't care if you're from New York City or the Louisiana Bayou or North Carolina or South Carolina or good old Tennessee. The object of talking to one another is communication. If you're able to communicate, you talk the way you want to. Use the words you want to use, however you want to say them. I love it. I love to talk with people with different dialects and different slangs. And now, I don't want no dirty stuff, but I'm talking about just to hear people and the way they pronounce words and the way they... I love that. We don't want to mesh into robots. I want you to be as original as God made you. And if you talk away, don't let people correct you. Just say, that's my way of talking. And as long as you're able to communicate, that's the goal. If we're communicating, we're doing fine. Now, I taught English, believe it or not. And I would tell people, English is sort of like a recipe. It's okay to know the recipe, but it's also okay to veer from the recipe and do your own thing. So, there's times, I guess, interviews, job interviews. Maybe if you're giving a presentation, you want to use all the right grammar and all. But, let's don't get crazy about it.
I talk country. I am country. And I invent words you tell me all the time.
And I love them. I invent words all the time, don't I, Mama? Mm-hmm. I do it on purpose.
I don't. Mine just all natural.
Mama, you do some creative inventing too. So, yeah, don't get tied up with that kind of stuff. Just enjoy yourself. Life's too short to worry about every little thing.
I'm too old for job interviews and too young to do presentations and stuff.
Somebody else is saying it's Tony's shasheries. Shaw, S-H-A-S-H-A-R-I apostrophe S. Are you sure about that? Kim says she's from Louisiana. Say it again, Kim. Shasheries. Now I can see that, Kim. Kim, you may be right. See, she says it's Shasheries. Now I can see that. Tony, I'm going to start saying it, Kim. Alright, folks. Kim, if you're wrong, cool, this is going major. Kim says, and Kim Seal, you got to be right, I'm sure. She's from Louisiana, people. She ought to know. She says, Kim, I'm going to speak for you because they can't hear you. Change them C's to S's, basically. And them E's to A's.
That's old English.
C-H-A is Sha. And C-H-E-R-E-S is Shari's. S-H-A-R-I apostrophe S. So S-A, change them to S's. Shasheries. Now I'm just going to change my C's to S's, Kim. Tony, Shasheries. Beth, how's that? I'm going to go with that until I'm told different. But she's certified from Louisiana. Thank you, Kim. I needed it. Tony's seasoning. Beth, that's another way to pronounce it.
That's what I'd call it, Tony's seasoning.
Charlie, Mommy, please don't listen to bad or negative. Oh, okay. I try not to, Cindy. I don't think they're really being negative. I mean, this was not hateful or nothing, or even rude. These were just some good, and I'm okay with that. No church night, no Kathy. We're not having church on Wednesdays for the next few weeks because it gets dark here at 5 o'clock. I don't know if you all can tell by pictures of our church, but our church is up on a hill and we park here. So you have to go up a hill to get to it. And we got some little elderly folks that are just dedicated. And they will be there. If we have church, they're going to be there. And we worry. And then we worry about them getting home. And then we worry about them getting in their own house. Because sometimes when you come to church, it ain't iced yet. And then sometimes when you get there, it is iced. For the past few years, we've had to cancel during this period of time due to COVID and stuff. And sicknesses. But this year, we don't really have that much. But for the next few weeks, we're not going to have Wednesday night. Time will be changing first part of March. So it's just a few weeks. So we'll miss about 6, if we miss tonight, since we are, about 6 Wednesdays. But we don't want to be hurt. We don't want people coming out. And we want them to be safe.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't going to let Mama come all the time anyway. Because in and out and getting exposed more and more, with all this stuff going on, we can't get her sick. We're not like on shutdown, but she's not been in any stores in about, a month.
Longer than that,
Maybe a little longer. And I take extra precautions coming in and out of here. We're not on what is it called? Quarantine or nothing. And people's welcome to come. And Mama washes her hands 10,001 times a day and all the good stuff. But I think it's okay. I think the Lord expects us to use common sense. Someone said to me, Well, why don't you just go on and have faith? He'll take care of you. I mean, you're a church. You just believe in God and you pray. I said, yes, ma'am, we do. And she said, why don't you just go on and not cancel? I said, well, I'm going to tell you like this. I believe the good Lord's going to take care of me every day of my life. I think He's going to take care of me when I cross the street. But I believe He expects me to use common sense to stop and look both ways. I firmly believe if I just trudge along and never stop and look or consider any of the variables, I'm going to get hit one day if I just keep walking out in traffic. So I believe the Lord says to me, John, I'm going to protect you, but have a little enough common sense to look both ways before you jump out on the road. When I'm driving, same way. If I come to a stop sign, I look. I don't just say, as I round the corner, Lord, take care of me, here I go. I stop.
That's breaking the law.
And I look. Because I think God expects me to use that much common sense. He gave it to me. Use it. So that's how my thoughts are on that. But now we ain't doing no debate. It's just that you think however you want to. But I don't think anything's wrong. The Bible don't tell me anywhere in it to go to church a certain number, a certain night a week. It don't say go Sundays and Wednesdays. It don't say. It just says forsake not yourself the gathering together. Assembling together. So whenever we assemble, you ought to support your pastor. Now let me tell you something else about that. That's one of the reasons that, he didn't say it. Our pastor would never say it. But here you've got a pastor who is preparing a message for Wednesday, and you got 6 people show up, right? Now, on Sunday mornings, there's a lot more there. But if I'm fixed a big meal...
the daylight...
Daylight, we're fine, yeah. If I fix a big meal and find 25 of you over to eat, and 6 shows up, people just don't attend as much in the dark and the cold as they do in the summer. So, just out of respect for him and for, and a lot of churches do that, but it's just the way it is. Okay, I hope you are both keeping warm. Oh, Sharon. Oh, I'm keeping so warm. I've turned all the vents off in the rooms I live in. Mama is warm. I've turned my bedroom vents off. My office, no vents. Mama has the fireplaces going and the HVAC going. And
I've not had the fireplaces today.
Not today, but yesterday.
I had this one in here
and that
yesterday.
Not there.
I didn't have it all the way off. That's why it was warm out there when you went.
I said so. I said, Mama, I don't think you got that one off. It's too warm out there.
I went out there turned it off. And it was burning and it was warm out there.
It's got a thermostat on it. It could burn all the time.
It's just real low flame, so.
But I told her, I said, Mama, are you sure you turned that fireplace off or you got it set on thermostat?
I was sure.
I'm sure I turned it off.
But I hadn't.
I said, well, when I was out there, it feels a little warm. That one little fireplace will heat that whole sun porch. Hot for me. Comfortable for Mama. But I knew, Mama. I knew. I just thought I'd let it go.
I turned it down today, this morning.
I thought I'll just let it go. She can go out there and see it. She can be warm. We don't keep it ice out there, but it gets down to 66-ish.
It kicked on when it got down colder.
Yeah, it does. All right, folks. That's it. Mama, I'm full. How about you?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good feeling supper. Y'all have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow and we'll cook something else. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Have a wonderful, peaceful night tonight. Bye-bye.
Bye. Y'all have a good